57. The perimeter of a room is 66 feet. The ratio of its length to its width is 6 to 5. You want to tile the floor with 12-inch square tiles. Find the length and width of the room and the area of the room. How many tiles will you need? How many tiles do you need? The tiles cost $1.98 each. What is the total cost to tile the floor? All right, so first let's find the length and the width. They gave us the ratio of 6 to 5. So the length and the width is 6x and 5x. So we need to figure out what x is so we get the actual length and width. We know that perimeter is 66. So in order to get 66, we need to add up all four sides. 6x plus 6x plus 5x plus 5x. So 66 is equal to 22x. So therefore x is equal to 3. So if x is equal to 3, the length is 6 times 3, which is 18 feet. And the width is 5 times x, 5 times 3, which is 15. Okay, let's see. Find the length and width. Okay, we did that part. Now let's find the area. Area is length times width. 18 times 15 is, use my calculator, 270 feet squared. Okay, that's the area. How many tiles will you need? Each tile is a 12-inch square. A 12-inch square is equivalent to a 1-foot square. Since we already have an area of 200 square feet, we already know how many tiles we need. So we need 270 tiles. Okay. And then the tiles cost $1.98 each. What is the total cost to tile the floor? All right, to find the total, we multiply the cost times the amount. So the total is going to be 270 times 98. Okay, it's approximately $540, but the actual price is $534.60. All right, that's a lot of parts. All right, 58. The gear ratio of two gears is the ratio of the number of teeth of the larger gear to the number of teeth of the smaller gear. In a set of three gears, the ratio of gear A to gear B is equal to the ratio of gear B to gear C. Gear A has 36 teeth, gear C has 16 teeth. How many teeth does gear B have? So they gave us a couple ratios. A to B is equal to B to C. So let's set up that equation. A to B is equal to B to C. And then they told us that gear A is 36 feet and gear C is 16 feet. So let's substitute those values in. All right, so we have this proportion that we're going to solve now. When we have a proportion, you want to cross multiply. So that means that 36 times 16 is equal to B times B. Let's see what's 36 times 16. That's 576 is B squared. opposite of squaring something is the square root. We're going to find the square root of both sides. Oh, that worked out nicely. B is equal to 24. Okay, so how many teeth does gear B have? Okay, oh, I forgot to write the sentence. Gear B has 24 teeth. And then for 57, I forgot to write the total cost of the tiles will be $540.60. 59. Trail mix. You need to make 36 1/2 cup bags of trail mix for a class trip. The recipe calls for peanuts, chocolate chips, and raisins in the extended ratio of 5:1 to 4. How many cups of each item do you need? Okay, so you have 36 1/2 cups. Okay, so that's the total. Um, we don't know what the exact amount of peanuts, chocolate chips, and raisins are, but we know the ratio. So I'm going to change the ratio to 5x, 1x, and 4x. So if the total is 36, then 5x plus 1x plus 4x would be the entire trail mix put together. Okay, so 36 is now equal to 10x. And 36 divided by 10 is 3.6. So if x is 3.6, I'm going to multiply um, by each number in the extended ratio to get the number of that we need. So for peanuts, 3.6 times 5 is 18. For chocolate chips, 3.6 times 4 is 14.4. Oh, I'm sorry. I got those mixed up. Chocolate chips is 3.6 times 1. So it's just 3.6. And for raisins, 3.6 times 4. This one is 14. Okay. And then to check, these three numbers should add up to 36. 18 plus 3.6 plus 14.4 is 36. Okay. But we have to be careful with the units. That's 36 1/2 cups. Okay, 36 1/2 cups. So the units for these are half cups. Okay. Now to answer the question, how many cups of each item do you need? So how many full cups do you need? So 18 half cups It's the same thing as 9 full cups. Okay, so basically you need to divide each one of these numbers by 1/2. So let's go ahead and write our sentence. Okay, so for the term x, I need 9 cups of peanuts. Okay, then 3.6 divided by 2 is 1.8. 1.8 cups of chocolate chips. And 14.4 divided by 2, 7.2 cups of raisins. All right, number 60. International standard paper sizes are commonly used all over the world. The various shapes all have the same width to length ratio. The two sizes of paper are shown, called A3 and A2. The distance labeled x is the geometric mean of 297 and 594 millimeters. Find the value of x. Okay. So telling us to find the geometric mean of these two numbers. And we have the formula for geometric mean. X equals square root of a times b. So in this case, square root of 297 times 594. Okay. So you can use a calculator, or if you could recognize that 594 is actually 2 times 297. So you could actually rewrite this as 297 times 297 times 2, which is the square root of 297 squared times the square root of 2. So it's 297 times the square root of 2 millimeters. Okay. Or if you multiply 297 times 594, you would have gotten a big number, 177309. And then if you use the calculator to find the square root, you could see that x is approximately 421 millimeters. Okay. This is also, so these two numbers are approximately the same. So if you would have multiplied 297 times the square root of 2, you get approximately the same number. Okay. So that means we have to answer this in a complete sentence. So the width of the A3 paper and the length of the A2 paper is 297 times the square root of 2 millimeters. And 61. The batting average of a baseball player is the ratio of the number of hits to the number of official at bats. In 2004, Johnny Damon of the Boston Red Sox had 621 official at bats and a batting average of .304. Use the proportion to find the number of hits made by Johnny Damon. Okay, so they set up this equation for us. Number of hits divided by number of bats is equal to the batting average over 1.000. So what we're going to do is we're going to substitute some of these values in. Okay, average of 304, that goes here. Okay, and then we also have 621 official at bats. That number goes here. So we have three of the numbers. We're just missing the number of hits. So use the proportion to find the number of hits. So let's just call this X. So now we could cross multiply. X times 1.000 is equal to 621 times 0.304. So X is equal to 621 times 0.304 to give us about 189. Okay, so Johnny Damon had 189 hits for the Boston Red Sox in 2004.